Hi, Tyler.
How we doing?
We're good. What Coach said today, this week is 7, 8, 9 as far as the practice numbers go.
Yes, sir.
The adjustment to this staff is what for you? Like the difference, just coming in here and playing for these guys.
Yeah, I mean, I think I think that's all part of the journey. I think anyone's career has been adjusted through coaching staffs. I mean, come from even back in high school. I mean, high school to college, college to the NFL, and NFL to another team. Um, but I mean, at the same thing, it's the same like conceptual thinking. It's building this like a winning culture and doing things the right way and building our identity. I mean, we have a great opportunity to rebuild this culture here, and it's a fresh start in all areas and all aspects of our game here with the Commanders. I think it's coming from even ownership to the new GM, coaching staff, players coming from different other ball teams. So I mean, it's one of those things where you truly feel grateful for this great opportunity to build it the way you want it. And I think everyone has the same mindset of building your winning culture and also just building that chemistry. And this is such a crucial time of these next practices coming up and next week with the mandatory minicamp to really do that. And we just started really going 11 on 11. So building that chemistry with one another and being all out there and working with different personnel groups and different teammates beside you, and like for my position, for example. But it's been great. Honestly, it's been a lot of fun. But we're in work mode right now.
What's the key to building a good offensive
Just straight the offensive line, not like the team
line?
offensive line. I think the biggest part is chemistry. I think you want to build it from within the system that you present. So with Coach Cliff and Bobby Johnson, they do a great job upon giving us the details and the amount of time I've spent in those offices and just my personal growth upon like being next to those guys and learning with those guys and all of us as an O-line perspective, I would say like is having those those independent group meetings where it's just players or you're going on your own time, making sure but it's the accountability part. I think the biggest part of like O-line in general is being accountable to one another because your success relies on another person next to you in a lot of aspects of your game. So I think playing five as one is one of the biggest parts of O-line in football in general.
When you got a rookie quarterback too, obviously can they protect him? What are some things that you guys can do to help Jaden make sure that he's as protected as you need him?
Yeah, no, I mean, the biggest part is doing your job the best of your ability, and I think that goes with being like your best version of yourselves, and how I said before, being five as one, and make sure everyone's on the same page. And a lot of those things happen where you have to be all dialed in. You can't. There's no room for error for mistakes, and that's how detailed you have to be, and you can't take a play off, and you got to be on.
Tyler, speaking of chemistry, with you and Jaden, obviously you have to develop that rapport, the cadence. Give me some examples how you guys trying to do that over the last couple of weeks and kind of build that connection.
Yeah, you do it. You take snaps, like legitly, like you take snaps, like you literally go out in the field and be like, hey, like I want to get like 20 snaps or whatever, or hey, like I want to be in the building. Hey, how do you see this, or how do you see that? And it's that development of like a relationship where it's like, and it's that brotherhood of like he's coming in fresh out of college, so it's like it's one of those things where this is the biggest work mode you have to be in, even though it's like on the OTA side and that you're going into a break coming up, but like it doesn't stop. Like you consistently have to keep working at that craft because it's a relationship that like never ends. And I think like it's one of those things where each and every day you have to keep putting that time, and it can't get monotony. Like it can't. You have to keep going that keeping getting that 1% better every single day mindset. So I think and he's doing a great job on his end. I think he's one of the first in the building every single day. So I think he's doing a hell of a job. Doing extra walkthroughs with Cliff in the morning, and he's just always in the film room. So I think he's doing a great job and putting himself in the best position to be successful.
It looks like Cliff's trying to go a little more up tempo, maybe a little no huddle. How does that impact you and the offense?
I mean that's going to be a part of it.
Yeah.
That's going to be a part of it, and it's going to affect us of how we play the game, and how we see this, how we see the game, and what advantages are we taking of it. Are we could we huddle sometimes? We might not huddle sometimes. It's going to be a part of the game plans, and I'm sure that'll be more But right now it's building our identity to see what we can do and see what, obviously like what they're putting for us, and that's our job to do it, and we'll see where we're at, and that's the thing. So we keep striving to be where we want to be, and our coaches are putting our best, they're putting us in the best positions possible to be successful. So and they've been doing a great job of like anything we need to, and it's at our fingertips of, if it's a call or if it's another, text or whatever the case may be, like, they're doing a great job, but it's going to be part of our identity and we like to be versatile.
With a potentially young quarterback, how much more, or does it apply more pressure to you kind of making those calls on the fly in a no huddle situation?
I think that's just all part of the biggest part of the chemistry in general. I'm going to make calls, but also at the same time, like, it's all based on within the scheme. Like, there's always a starting point to every play, but there's also an adjustment to every play, and it mostly relies on what the defense gives you, and what your answers are to some different looks or different pressures and different scenarios in general upon the situations of the game. So I think it's not one person or the other. It's more so just the chemistry within both of us, and that's like the chemistry how I talked about, like what we're building now, and we're doing a great job of it.
Tyler, one of the things that Cliff talked about with Jaden is they felt like he maybe was a little bit ahead with protections. Have you noticed that? Is there a time out there where you see maybe him being, for a rookie, being a little bit better than that?
Can you repeat the first part of it? What'd you say?
So Cliff told us that he felt like that Jaden was doing a really good job with protections.
Yeah.
That maybe a little bit further ahead. Have you noticed that? Is there times out there where you either heard him say some things or pointed out that he's more advanced for a rookie?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, in my experience, like, this is my first, like, true rookie quarterback coming in. But I think in general, upon like how much knowledge and where he's at today, as in like, coming, he's working with the twos and the ones and the twos, and he's having different looks and different personnels and different centers at times too. And I think he's handling that great, honestly. But at the same time, like, he's putting the work in, man. Like that man's working really hard, and he's building the chemistry in the locker room too, getting to know one another and everything. And you can't say enough great things about him. Like, but no, he's putting the work in independently, outside of the hours. But no, he's definitely growing every single day for sure. And yeah.
Tyler asked Coach Quinn about you earlier. He dropped the nickname Badass. Is that something you did in Dallas and maybe the fans can expect with you on the line?
Yes, sir. No, 100%. No, I mean, you guys like it? Yeah, no, it's cool with me, man.
And obviously you spent time with DQ in Dallas, right?
Yeah.
So obviously different sides of the football, but both of you here, what is this franchise, what is this team getting in DQ?
You're getting a great coach. I mean, he truly cares about you as a player and an individual off the field. I think, the biggest part about him is that he's the same person every single day. He's what you can expect, and he'll be that guy that always is striving to be great in all areas. And you can be real with him. And I think that's like the great thing about DQ is that, you trust that man and how he approaches the game, but also approaches life in general. And there's so many great clips of him putting stuff in team meeting rooms of how it correlates of where we're going and what direction we are as a team, but also doing the right things the right way off the field. And I think, you can't say enough great things to say about DQ. And, that was a huge part of, like, even know why I'm here. And no, man, he's a great leader. Very blessed to have him.
Tyler, I don't know how much you know about maybe the history of the Hogs here in Washington, one of the greatest offensive lines ever. You guys had a very good line in Dallas. How eager are you guys to get on that field and be a tough, gritty, all-time great offensive line here under Coach Quinn?
No, it was great. I mean, like, it's funny you say that because, like, after yesterday's practice, like, we came in the locker room after, and just the energy we had, like, that was our first, opportunity to be 11 on 11, and we were competitive as hell, like, out on the field. So, but no, that was definitely a great moment for us because, like, we've been, taking it piece by piece throughout the stages of OTAs and phase 1 and phase 2, and DQ's been great with us along the way upon, like, taking care of our bodies and everything. And we came in the locker room and we sat down and just, like, bullshitted for, like, 30 minutes or 40 minutes of just, how what was it out there? What did you feel on this block, or whatever the case may be, or even on the defense side of the ball of, like, hey, like, what did you feel on that? Like, how'd you read this or that? And just building, like, that brothership bond. I mean, and that's the that's the beauty of our sport, and like connecting with guys that you didn't know like a year ago or whatever, and but everyone has that same mindset here, and everyone that wants to build that great foundation of a brand new start to here. So.
Last one. Also working with Sam Cosme and whoever's going to be next to you on the other side. Just what is that adjustment like for you?
It's been great. I mean, I think in my experience, it's always been to build as much chemistry as you can with the person beside you, and I think in general, upon that relationship and how you build that is like to get to know that person outside the building, and in all of them actually, like not just Sam or Nick or Andrew or Dieter or Trent or Brandon that just came in as a rookie, like all those guys in their whole line, like we're damn near doing like a O-line like kind of get together every week. So I mean we're truly building that foundation, but it's been great. We're in the building, and we have group text outside the building of like different things that we can go to just to like build our bond and build our chemistry as a group going into camp, and that's a great thing to have to start, and just really grateful for that opportunity to keep growing.
Thanks, Tyler.
What do you got? What do you got?
How's Brandon Coleman?
He's doing great. He's doing great. No, I mean, and that's the thing. Like, I mean, coming in as a rookie, like having this time is so crucial to them. But also like having like the rookie school in the afternoon hours. No, they're grinding, and I know Coach Johnson. He's giving them every time today they need. He's always answering questions and meetings, and he's doing a good job. He's doing a great job.
Awesome. Thanks, Tyler.
See you guys.
Thanks, Vic.
Nice to meet you.